Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? And welcome back to Rocket League News, a series where we talk about everything that happened the last week in Rocket League. And we got a little bit to talk about today. I don't think this will be as long as the last video. And as always, if you guys do enjoy, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Subscribing is the best way to support the channel. And yeah, also, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. That just helps my videos get put out to more people. But yeah, let's get right into the video. And another thing really quickly before we start is that I almost didn't make a video today. I got kind of a headache, so if I do sound different, that's why. Sorry about that. But you know what they say, is show must go on, so here we are. And first up in the news, we have with Retals expected to get the Spacestation Gaming spot after winning the most recent at Team Beyond Net tournament. Rat Enterprises identified AXB as their primary target ahead of the RLCS 10 roster locks. So those of you who don't remember from the last Rocket League news video, we're talking about how Spacestation Gaming were actually looking to make a roster change. AXB tried out with a different team, and it seems like Retals, after they did play extremely well, for those of you who don't know, Retals did play with the Spacestation Gaming roster in place of AXB, and they played very well in the tournament they competed in. So apparently Retals is going to be getting the spot, while AXB looks like he would be heading to Rat Enterprises. As of right now, again, this is still just a rumor, but a lot of times these end up being true. So yeah, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see what ends up happening. Okay, I was reading some comments in my last video, and I know a lot of people were very skeptical on whether or not Space Station would actually make a change, because I mean, just because they were a very good team last season, you know, you might say they've been on a bit of a downhill recently, but is that enough to make a roster change? I mean, I guess so. I just know a lot of people, at least who watch my videos, don't like them making a roster change. But hey, at the end of the day, unfortunately, we can't control it, and we just have to sit back and see how everything plays out. Next up in the news, we have one from Johnnyboy, and Johnnyboy uploads a long video onto YouTube discussing profanity and professionalism in the Rocket League scene. And you know, I've seen a lot of people talking about this recently, so I'll give you, so obviously I can't play the whole video, it is 30 minutes long, I'll link it in the description, but I'll give you a quick gist of what it's about so you guys know what you're getting yourselves into. But I think that is definitely worth a watch. Johnnyboy brings up some good points. So basically what he talks about is how the professional players in Rocket League aren't actually professional, the first part of that word. And this really stems from back in the Salt Mine 2, Scrubkilla and Tho made the mistake of swearing on stream, and Johnnyboy had to turn off the chat.
Make the squad stream work though, because I don't think he knows how to join one. You're gonna have to tell him how to get to his stream manager and join the stream. Yeah, Scrubkilla, if you could not do that, that would be very helpful. We will not have any bad language in the chat. But yeah, unfortunately Scrub has done that, so we're just going to turn off the chat. And
yeah, that was the clip from the Salt Mine. As you guys know, the chat was on during the Salt Mine, so we could watch the players get salty with each other, but at the same time, it's a Psyonix-sponsored community tournament, and Psyonix runs an E for everyone game, a kid-friendly game, so you know there obviously can't be any profanity. I'll play a couple clips to sum up the gist of what Johnnyboy was saying.
Yeah, would have been nice to see like another opportunity for a be careful to happen. But until the Rocket League community as a whole significantly matures, and I'm talking significantly, I'm not talking about, you know, everybody says, oh yeah, we're not going to swear, yeah, it's fine, let's just try again, yeah, we won't swear. I'm talking, I need evidence of other things besides language changing. And I'm talking things like players showing up on time for every single match without being prompted, players knowing when their games are without having to ask for a link to a bracket which is publicly available and linked everywhere on Twitter, Wikipedia, Discord, and all the other social medias connected to the game. When players start to become a bit more automatic in the Rocket League scene with their behavior, then I'll maybe consider it. But until then, not even remotely. There's not even the most remotely small chance that I will let that happen again.
So those are just a couple clips. That is not nearly everything that the video has to offer. I definitely recommend checking it out because Johnnyboy brings up some more very good points that I can't fit everything in to this video. Okay, there's too much. Go check it out. You know, I do think that Johnnyboy brings up some really good points. You know, obviously Johnnyboy just talked a lot about how the general professional player community just isn't mature, and I mean, you also do have to remember that a lot of them are 15, 16 years old. I mean, they are kids. Does that give them an excuse for breaking the rules? No, but a lot of these things like immaturity, such as being late for matches. He goes on to talk about how AJ just completely slept through one of his matches, I think for Salt Mine. There's a ton of stuff like that, swearing in an E for Everyone game with the chat on. And I mean, it really does stem from them all just being really young. And Johnnyboy talks about how they all need to mature. Well, I think the problem with that is there's always going to be new 15, new 16-year-olds coming into the scene. New, very young, very immature players that will always be in the scene. And, let's say by the time Scrubkilla and Tho mature, well, there's going to be a new group of 15-year-olds that aren't mature. That's kind of the way I see it. So I don't think there will ever be a time in any esport where just the entirety of everybody is just mature. I mean, even if you look at regular sports, even in regular sports, a lot of those adults, those grown-ass adults do very immature things, okay? So personally, I don't think that we'll ever come to a stage in esports where everybody's just so mature and we can have chat on, blah, 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 blah. But I think Johnnyboy still brings up a couple very good points, or a lot of very good points. But yeah, and then next up we have a video from Lethamyr, and Lethamyr comes out with a very similar video that we've seen from other people. This has been happening a lot. First it started with Cadence. He got into training, started talking about what he didn't like about Rocket League, and that was that. Then I made a video like that. And then Lethamyr made a video like that, and I guess you could say Johnnyboy made a similar video too. But instead of Johnnyboy talking about what Psyonix needs to change, he talked about what the professional players need to change. And everybody who's come out and started speaking out against what was wrong with Rocket League has all had some different take on what they thought was wrong. I think it is really cool that more and more people, bigger platforms are coming out and just kind of giving their opinion on things in the Rocket League scene currently, because there are some things that definitely need to change, whether it's on Psyonix's side or, like Johnnyboy said, the professional player side. There are a lot of little things that might need to be tweaked before esports in general can be seen as a professional sport. Because as of right now, there are some things that happen within the esports scene that might be looked on as a joke, like how players don't show up on time, or the way Psyonix conducts their game. Just so many things that, people like Lethamyr and Johnnyboy are speaking out against, me and Cadence and just everyone. I know a lot of people have been coming out recently and talking about their frustrations. Next up in the news, we have Turbopulsa officially moving to Dallas tomorrow, and excited but also have to leave my first home here in the US. Couldn't ask for a better roommate for my first place. Obviously, he's referring to Garrett G. He roomed with Garrett G. And he's moving because obviously Turbopulsa now on Envy. He's no longer Garrett G's teammate. And yeah, Turbopulsa, he tweeted this a couple days ago, so he should already be in Dallas at this point. So if you guys are wondering what's up with Turbopulsa, he is living in Dallas now. And now, like I end off all of my Rocket League news videos, we talk about the results of tournaments that happened. And in my last one, I didn't actually cover anything to do with the Summer Shuffle or the Grand Prix, so we're going to cover both of those really quickly, just the main gists at the end of this video. So here was the bracket for the Summer Shuffle, beyond the summit. For those of you who don't know, Omelette, the team of Luke, Freshness, and Lion Blaze, had just an insane run, an insane underdog story, almost took it all, but couldn't beat NRG in the end, but took down a lot of top competitors along the way, like G2. They took down Rogue twice. They took down Envy. They just couldn't take down NRG. So just an insane story. The main player to look at on that roster was Luke. He played incredible. And yeah, NRG took the whole thing. That Justin and Squishy combo was just too much for them to handle, unfortunately. But yeah, that's how the Summer Shuffle ended. And then we move on to the Summer Grand Prix, which is about halfway done. And again, of course, if you guys don't want spoilers, don't watch this part. You guys can just skip to the end. But yeah, basically this is what's happened so far. Team Liquid, after Team Liquid played insanely well in the qualifiers, 3-0ing the likes of Vitality, we just had a lot of expectations coming into the playoffs for them. They ended up getting 3-0'd and then 3-1'd, and they just, You know, if anybody saw my predictions video from the other day, yeah, I was completely wrong. I had Liquid taking the whole thing after their group stage performance, which, can you blame me? They played very well, alright? Alright, guys? You know, I also had Team Singularity doing pretty well, which, yeah, that didn't happen. But you know what? This is just kind of what happens. Like I said, they were just predictions that I made, and yeah, this is where we are right now. Just got a few more matches left, and then yeah, we'll cover the grand finals in the next episode. And yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to talk about. That's everything I wanted to go over. Thank you guys all for watching. If you guys do enjoy, make sure to hit subscribe, leave a like. You know, you guys can follow me on my Twitter just to get more updates. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.